The United Nations estimates that over 1 billion people, that's 1/3 of the world's urban population, live in shantytowns or slums. And by 2030, it'll have doubled. Shantytowns can be found in many poor or developing countries. They're settlements built on land at the outskirts of cities or within cities on poor land the developers don't want. The houses or shacks are often made from discarded materials such as wood, corrugated iron, plastic, and cloth. In the shantytowns, there are often no street signs, no running water, no electricity, and no emergency or medical services. It's believed that every day, around 200,000 people around the world move from the countryside to cities. They're motivated by two opposing factors, the push and the pull. They're pushed to leave their rural homes and look for work in the cities due to harsh weather conditions, poor crops, and poverty. And the cities pull them in due to a perceived abundance of housing, employment, food, and education. In many cases, it's just swapping rural poverty for urban poverty. Shantytowns can be a dangerous place to live. Drugs, murder, and theft are endemic. And the shacks burn down regularly in huge shantytown fires. And the lack of clean water and medical care leaves the people vulnerable to disease. Furthermore, during a natural disaster like an earthquake or a cyclone, it's the shantytowns that collapse first. However, it's not all doom and gloom. Governments are beginning to realize that shantytowns are here to stay and can, in fact, with the right help, contribute a lot to today's modern urban society. For example, 20% of India's gross GDP comes from the city of Mumbai, where over 6 million people, or half the city's total population, live in slums. In Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, some shantytowns, or favelas as they're called, are beginning to be regenerated, both by the government and by local residents. People are upgrading their shacks from wood and plastic to brick and mortar. And in return, the government are widening the roads so ambulances and fire trucks can get in, building pipelines to provide clean, running water, and supplying electricity. These are both urban planning and humanitarian solutions to the escalating problem of shantytowns. In Sao Paulo alone, around 20% of the population live in the favelas. The government can't just evict everyone, can they? Instead, why not make the slums safe, clean, and encourage the local people to contribute to the economy? That way, everybody wins, and the urban poor of the future are given a chance.